Welcome back, everyone, to our Time Loop Pathfinder game. Where I last left off, our group had done some studying that has yet to be resolved, which is my fault. And then proceeded to attempt to observe the attempted robbery of the High Mage of the city, which is Pip's cousin. After the robbery possibly went successfully, at the very least, the robbers themselves got out of the compound and fled. And Marina was able to keep pace and catch them, but in the process got herself sealed in a small room with two unhappy people with knives, while her friends outside are trying to figure out how she's behind a now solid wall.
Is highly intrigued, but also upset.
We're all trying to figure out the solid wall thing. So
It's very exciting, okay?
I was like, all right, clamber up the wall and check for the roofs. Maybe she's running on the roofs. She's not.
Alright, and if I remember correctly, we're kind of doing this in lieu of initiative, where for every turn of combat, I let one or multiple people on the outside do some things. And I believe next order of business was Marina taking the turn.
Do we just start with me then?
I think so.
I believe so.
Alright, I have a question. Besky, when like the thing closed, I didn't like hear anything, but did I like push a button or something?
Yes.
Did she see anything?
Let me see. Hold on, that's on push to talk and I can't manipulate enough buttons at once. I'm gonna turn that off.
We need more button.
Okay, voice activity it is. So, there should be a button roughly over there. Well, higher up, but still,
Alright.
in that general corner.
Then she would like to use her movements to walk there. First action. Second action, push button.
Alright, second action push button.
Help!
Click. 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 Seems to not be doing anything.
Clickety, clickety, click.
Can anyone hear me? Other than those two? Hello?
That's a good question.
I guess I don't hear any reply.
Yep. You are in your own little world.
Alright, that's two of our actions. She is going to flurry of blows, but use the Besky, the water whip, to target the closest one. That is a goddamn 2. Ooh, that's better. Did I still have the +1, or was it just for the session? Does an 18 hit?
Derek, are you trying to respond to us?
An 18 does hit, and you do still have the +1. So, what do you have for damage?
5 slashing.
5 slash. Alright. Have
That is
that
my turn, I guess.
damage noted. Alrighty. Thomas, are you back yet? No, alright. Pip or Sagart, do either of you have a course of action you wish to take?
Well, I mean, I guess that depends. We have still heard nothing, right?
Correct.
So, I believe, Pip, you were investigating the wall and you had found lines on it, as I recall, right? As if
Yeah.
scrapes.
Yeah.
I'm up on top of the roof, still looking around and reporting that I don't hear or see her anywhere on the surrounding buildings, so I don't think she took to the roofs or the nearby alleys.
Yeah, no, she's somehow through this wall.
Through this wall? He's like hanging over the roof and pointing at what he's standing atop.
Yep. This wall.
So I guess I would scamper down. Can I help investigate that to see if there's like any some mechanism to it?
Sure.
Okay.
You can make me a perception or engineering check, since I know you have that.
I do have that. It's true. My perception's 1 point higher. No, wait, where's my perception listed? There it is. It's 2.3 points higher than my engineering, though. So we'll start with perception. I've got 6 in engineering. I've got 9 perception.
Like lore-related skills usually have lower DCs
Do they?
to compensate.
Really?
Generally,
Well,
when
They're
I've
always going to be
played.
more specific, so I would say
Yeah.
specific is going to beat general in pretty much any case.
I'm going to start with the perception then. Okay, that's a 19.
Alright. Well, looking at it, there seems to be a section of wall that is capable of moving in some fashion.
Mhm.
And has moved into place that was not always there.
Mhm.
But for some reason, now this does not that you cannot really explain with what you're seeing, there always appeared to be a wall.
Right. So there may not be a lever on the outside if whatever the trick they're using is means they can leave it open except when they want to be in it.
Could be.
Can I use engineering to look around for an external lever that might like try to trace where it moves and what might need to be connected to it? If it's a mechanical system that moves things around, it's got to exist behind the walls or under the street, so there must be some sign of what they had to do to install that, right?
Yeah, make me the check.
Okay. Engineering check. 14.
14.
Yeah, I didn't roll great.
One. Come on. There it goes. Oh, that's weird. Well, I'll fix that later. 14. Okay.
It's only an 8 on
Well-
die. I might hero point it.
Okay, if you want to hero point it, go for it.
I feel like I can do better than an 8. I did better than an 8. That's a 17.
Total or on die?
Total, unfortunately. I only got an 11 that time. But I went up from an 8, so not not the worst use of a hero point.
Then mix with your perception following where a switch would have to be, or at least where it can't be, so you're not searching the wrong location.
Yeah.
You appear to find what might be a couple of bricks that could function as levers or buttons.
Okay.
But if they have an order to them, you don't know what they get pressed in.
Oh gosh. I'm going to quickly point at them and look to Pip and say, Here, whatever's the mechanism is that moves the wall, I think that these bricks are involved in it in some way. Help me.
Alright, and with that we're going to go to the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Dumb.
We got Catfoot Burglar that you forget to know the name of. Gonna come over here and do some stabbing.
You never got to meet my cat burglar.
Well, I don't know where the dice are normally used for DMing are, so my player dice will have to do. Does a 18 hit? Or wait, is that right? Yeah, 18.
Nope.
All right, first attack is a miss. Second attack. Well, it's certainly not an 18. Does a 9 hit?
Not even close. That is a crit fail.
Excellent. Alright, so go to Pip. Sagard is requesting help with bricks in the wall. What you got?
I will look over. Alright, so we said we're looking.
You cut off.
What?
All we heard was, we're looking.
Oh, damn it. So we're looking for a mechanism, right, out here to open up the wall.
Right, and he found something that seems to be a part of it, that are just a bunch of bricks he's pointing at that maybe switches, buttons, twisty knobs, something like that. And he says, this is probably part of it, but we need to figure it out. Help me.
Okay. Then I will do so. I apparently need to open my character sheet. Because I think my computer at some point shut down without my permission.
I love it when it does that. This definitely isn't sarcasm.
Okay. So let's see, what do I got? I have excellent crafting. Would crafting give me any thoughts on how to put together a mechanism and how to make it do things?
It would give you an idea of how to put together a mechanism, but it doesn't really do much for knowing what order to push the combination lock in.
Okay. I don't think I have anything for this other than to just trial and error it.
Could be. Maybe a magic to know what order buttons were pushed in, if they are such.
It seems like it would be a specific spell, if such a thing existed. Which I do not.
So,
I can read aura.
if you don't have a magical solution, there are 3 checks I would allow with different DCs. You don't get to know what they are. Perception, see if there's anything that marks which buttons get used more heavily, so they might point to one you can push first. Academia, just kind of general knowledge of how people might put together what's effectively a puzzle.
Ooh, I do have
Or I would also let you try society for more of a, like, sociology, psychological approach to what's the most likely order for people to pick.
Oh my. Well. So it's gonna be academia or society.
My
As is
hero.
obviously one.
One. You think Blue Soldier could remember anything more complicated than that?
No. Lead poisoning.
Hope that my dice like me better than last time.
I rolled an 8 and an 11.
Whoa, that's
10.
much better than last time. 27.
Stickbug.
Just shy of a 20.
27. And which of the two checks did you pick?
Academia.
Okay, so
Whee!
we went from narrowing down the possibilities to actually just getting it right on the first guess with a critical success.
Maybe. Boop, 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 pop.
You can't be certain this was the most sound method, but it worked, so good enough for today. Because the rock's wall won't slide down out.
I think that, like, I think Suggert's gonna actually, like, launch off the ground and, like, hook his hands around your elbow and just be dangling from your crooked arm that was pushing the buttons, like, you're a genius!
I don't know how I did that, but that's great!
And as you two are celebrating, you're going to see the room open up to Arena back into the corner of a heavily soundproofed room.
Does it continue to be soundproofed?
Like, it's not magically soundproofed, like, this was physically soundproofed.
So we can
Okay.
see that it's soundproof, but now we can also hear them because the door is open.
Indeed.
Excellent.
At this point, like, Amrina was probably just like still just look at the button, going, "Hello, hello, can anyone hear me?"
I like, feel like you're trying to, like, fend off attacks with, like, your other hand.
Yeah, she's desperately trying to like just push a button, see if it works.
Drop from her elbow, point into the room, and go, get away from my daughter, you bitches!
I feel like the cat in particular is going to take extra offense to that remark.
No, bitch. Oh, yeah.
I'm
okay,
not
fair.
a dog.
Yeah.
Alright, however, I am going to let that go to the next round of initiative. So, and both of you roll me some initiative, or if you know what your most recent perception checks were, you can use that. Kind of door.
I would assume perception, since the door is rolling open. We were less aware
Yep.
that they were going to be there than they are of us.
Yep.
22.
Oh, wait, do we roll the perception check?
Yes.
Okay. Dirty 20.
If memory serves correctly, I'm going to put the order about like. Alright, now this one's going to go. And we pull up its sheet. Now it has a sheet, since we just kind of fudging it last time. Or, oh wait, no, I can attack with this. Well, no, that one. Yeah, we'll go with some stabbing. So. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that one working here. One moment while I see if I can grab a more accurate token for this room. I think
Ah, Thomas is back.
Welcome back,
Okay.
Thomas. I managed to get it open.
By the way, did I broadcast my own celebration?
No. Well, yes, you said I don't know how I did that, but it
Yeah,
worked.
okay, good.
Yeah, okay.
Very excited about that.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I don't have a proper token for this. So since I don't have a proper token to display it, the one little dumber that looked, you wouldn't really know them to be the same person unless you're in Marina, is not a humanoid, they're actually a fox person.
What?
They are a humanoid fox.
Humanoid fox, okay.
Fox peoples.
Not super relevant, but worth mentioning. Anyways, fox person is going to attempt to bite the monkey. Well, it's a good roll. Does a 27 hit?
Yes, maybe.
Maybe? Okay, sure.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Alright. At least it's not a critical. Why will my dice box not open? Because I am pulling on the wrong part. That would be why. Okay, that would do it. Please take 5 points of slashing damage. Slashing? Really? No, override that. Piercing. It's a bite. It's not cutting. It's piercing. That's a weird item. But doesn't matter. Second attack. Comes at you with the dagger. I would assume that an 8 misses.
Yes, another crit fail.
Alrighty. So, then we'll go to the next thing of initiative. I would have Thomas join the initiative, but it's not. Well, it might not matter. We'll have him join after I do this next thing. We determine if initiative is continuing. So,
That's concerning.
Amarina, the brand on your hand is going to start glowing brightly.
Uh-oh.
I gotta go fetch myself a token.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say the fox person is like the Knowles from the Paladin series.
No.
Ah, temporal consequences.
The Clock Tower Wars.
Is that what it?
What?
Knowles? Clock Tower Wars?
They were fun.
We got a puppy boy up here.
A puppy boy?
I'm gonna guess.
Fox guy.
See, I can't help but imagine them akin to the Knolls of World of
BG3.
Warcraft.
Oh.
More like hyena-esque almost.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Knolls are generally supposed to be hyenas. It's just unusual that they're personable.
I love the Knolls.
The Knolls and Clock Boys are good. Clock Boys? Clockwork Boys? Clock Boys. I'm glad that there were more Knolls in the rest of the Paladin series as well.
Okay. I think I found the right token, but something happened partway through the session getting started where all of my UI has shrunk, so it's very hard for me to read token name. So, I'm gonna have to ask what to put it on the field if it is correct. But I believe this is the token for Pip's cousin.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Might have been, yeah.
Alright. So, she appears.
That's not good.
Upon looking around, raises a very quizzical eyebrow at the two groups. I suggest you put those down, or things are going to get ugly.
They're not already?
Uglier. There's very bad things that can happen.
This is unpleasant. What comes next is ugly.
Do we know what the word those refers to?
She would be gesturing towards the weapons and, I suppose, general posture of the monk. It's like the posture of the monk and the general weapons of the thieves.
Oh.
And she can't be certain what happened here, but the thieves are holding something they're not supposed to. But it's the other one that's glowing with the I try to go somewhere I'm not supposed to brand.
Yeah.
It's
It's complicated, okay.
Still got that.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. Like, I don't know, it's fine. I didn't get it on this timeline.
I'm gonna just kind of like lean ever so slightly towards Soccer and be like, well, I guess this is something we have to intervene in every time.
So, the thieves seem to be complying. Are there going to be confrontational actions taken by anyone in the party?
I mean, we certainly don't want to make us an enemy of the cousin, right?
Correct. Considering the cousin is currently Pac-Thorad, then like the most powerful wizard in the world, probably.
Could
At
be.
least in the city.
Yeah.
Well, at least known to be in the city. Powerful wizards can kind of go where they want without being noticed if they feel like it.
Amrina's definitely not doing anything hostile unless she's being attacked.
She is not being attacked currently, at the very least. So then I'm going to disband initiative here and let things play out more cinematic. So, who wants to start with the lies and who wants to start with the explanation?
I'd be happy to do explanation.
Why are
Well, I'm
lies
rather
optional?
inclined to believe you. Please, start talking.
Well,
I'm hoping things are for the best here, but that, gesturing towards the glowing mark on Emrya's hand, doesn't bode well.
I understand completely. That mark was obtained in a poorly thought out attempt to aid in preventing the robbery. However, these two somehow managed to get on and off the wall, or in and out, I guess. I don't know how. Emrina, how did that... You got branded by the wall, right? So they somehow managed to circumvent their wall, but they're the ones who actually were doing things. We were trying to chase them down and stop them.
I saw that part.
And
They had a
then-
grappling hook.
Oh.
It was actually a bit different from a grappling hook, but admittedly not far off.
I
was
think my
more
character
anyway,
interpreted it as a
point being-
grappling hook.
The point
Fair
being that
enough.
Amarina scaled the wall, attempting to stop the robbery, and that's how she ended up with the brand. Which is very interesting, by the way. Does that let you teleport directly to the person? Like, if they were still sealed... Oh yeah, by the way, this little room here was completely sealed off by a wall a minute ago.
I see. we can talk shop later. For now, I need to know what exactly these two thought they were doing in my home.
Yeah, we would love to know that too.
No clue from your end?
No, they wouldn't show me. I asked.
But suppose a search is in order. One moment while I try to mull over how to do this without talking to myself. Alright, I'm going to give the players two options. Either I do this the way that makes the most sense in world of talking to myself, or I give a brief synopsis of the topics discussed.
Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself.
Any other opinions?
Gotta vote with Kate on this one.
Different voices.
Alrighty.
It'll be good practice.
I know I just...
Plus, I've had to do it. You get to suffer too.
Fair enough. So, first of all, let's get some names. Huh. The cat person is going to introduce themselves as Mike. On original. One will replace these with the actions. And the right, no group teleport. Got group walk.
Sorry, I thought you meant like group teleport spell. We're like, nah, we're not high enough level yet.
And the slider's being turned. Okay. Yeah. So this one actually makes the most sense for to march them out of the room that they voluntarily went to. So unless Emery objects, he's going to have you leave the room so this discussion can be held on slightly more neutral ground.
Terra firma, baby.
Actually,
So the two introduce themselves as Maik for the cat person and Lopin for the fox.
I love that.
So, do either of you care to tell me what it was you were doing in my home? It would certainly make things simple.
Gotcha.
The two. The two just kind of look at each other and look back. Well, if you can't tell from the equipment, we're going places we're not supposed to. I suppose I should say this is from Maik to go with. Going places we're not supposed to is kind of our job. So, in short, someone paid us to.
I don't know what it is, but there's something about the way he said it that while I know the words are true, I feel like it's a lie.
did they look cozy?
So you don't watch this one?
this one's a liar.
No, never. All I said was strictly accurate. Wrong voice, but oh well, slip into it.
Strictly accurate is the most easy way to lie.
I like you.
Thanks?
Don't hit on my friends in the middle of a confession.
They were hitting on me?
Was he not?
I don't
I
know.
mean, if I ain't the liar, could be the exact opposite of what I said. Who knows?
I like you. He's lying. I don't like you. He's still lying.
Sorry, 1 second. Inhale salt.
Oh, wow.
Don't die.
No dying. Not allowed.
So, since I can't actually read the names on these tokens very well, can you remind me how your cousin's name is pronounced? Because I cannot read it. The text is so
Elora.
small right now.
Alora.
Alora. Alora is going to turn to Lofen and ask, so why don't you tell me what exactly it was you were hired for? Well, you see, you have that great big wall thing. A lot of people want to know what's on the other side, and we're good at going places we're not supposed to. Like my friend said. So we were paid to take a look around.
Just take a look around.
They were not very specific. Look, I don't know who hired us. And frankly, I told you all I actually know. My best guess is they wanted someone to do a dry run or whatever it is they're actually doing. Because we weren't there to actually take anything. We were there to make a mess. Or avoid making one, but, well, we kind of assumed it would be the second one. Thus, the panic.
The what?
Panic.
Ah.
Do you have any idea how expensive it is to make a disappearing, non-magical room?
No. Also,
Magic's
there has
expensive,
to
but
be
that
magic
still would have been
involved.
cheaper. And what makes you say that?
There was clearly a visible wall there before the physical wall took its place. Where did that wall go? The one that wasn't real.
That was temporary. That's not really part of the room. That's something we thought of the back.
So not magic then, if the magic's only temporary.
It kind of has to be. When what you're running from is gestures at mage.
Well, it didn't work. So it wasn't a good enough.
I think it would have worked. Points dagger-shaped eyebrows at Amarina.
Oh, you were slow. Set caught up.
We're slow.
Like, you can see him borderline counterpoint. So, is this satisfactory? I'd ask if we can go, but I assume that's a no.
What if you were to lead us, or I'm gonna kind of turn to Laura and say, what if they were to lead us to the person who hired them?
Well, it could certainly be useful, but if we can believe what they're saying, I don't think they know who that is.
Do you have any way
Regardless,
to contact them? I'm asking the rubbers.
Rubbers.
my equal responded, no, definitely.
Is he telling the truth?
Paid all up front. All we had to do was spend it to get ourselves in, and then outside of the wall.
How did they contact you in the first place?
And through cutouts, there are some middlemen, people who like not work for the pricks. They said, deals with well, those that have too much money and too ill of intentions.
That sounds like never mind.
What? Don't like getting your hands dirty?
I said nothing.
Laura's going to bond. I think we're getting somewhat off topic. So, if you broke into my home for no other reason than you could, do you have anything to even remotely back that? Well, let's start with this. Pip, would you mind looking over their pockets, make sure there's nothing in there that doesn't seem out of place?
Me?
Well, I'd like to keep an eye on them. If I get within arm's reach, things go from my territory to theirs.
Okay, well. Sorry, I'm just taking a peek through my magic to see if there's something that I want to cast in advance. Can I rifle through their pockets with a mage hand?
Sure. Oh, I haven't thought about that cantrip in years. You're going to see Laura cast it and start poking through the other one's pockets.
Nice.
At least I'm assuming it's still a cantrip.
Yeah, it is. I was thinking about using detect magic, but I'm assuming that you have magic on you that I am not aware of and therefore can't ignore.
Almost certainly. So, As the two of you poke through, you don't seem to find anything outside of tools of the trade. So, what do a lot of you think? Either they got caught before they got whatever they wanted, or they really were there just to make a bit of a fuss. You were there to actually see what happened. Any thoughts on the matter?
What did we see of them before? Did we just...
So, from the vantage point a lot of you had, all you really saw, you heard more, but all you actually saw was the entrance and the exit. The entrance being more or less a human counterweight. Actually, one particularly agile member was able to, with a boost, jump over the wall, and then, with their own body weight, pull the other one up with a rope
Right.
as they fell down the other.
I will
As
share
for the
that.
exits, excuse me. They appeared to more or less jump from the roof of the main house over the wall and onto the street, which most people would likely break or at least sprain an ankle in the process, but perhaps their more feline forms had something to do with that.
There are sounds happening elsewhere in my house that I need to investigate. I will be right back.
Cats always causing problems.
One
Is it
of them's even locked up in a room.
Two cats, or is it just the one still?
So both cats are home, but
Oh.
one of them is locked in a room. But anyway, I'm gonna go investigate. But I am telling Alora what we saw. Exactly what we saw.
Oh, I'm Mr. Proud to it. I should name them both cats and just name them after Kate's cats. You've been great. I should have done that. I have heavy regrets now.
I have a question.
Who was that directed at?
I guess the robbers. Probably Lopin.
They just kind of look to Alora, who nods. What do you want?
Which one of you cast the illusion of the wall that you passed through before the real wall closed?
That would be me. I don't know much, but I can do that.
So that was Lopin.
Indeed. The one who looked like a human earlier, but now looks like a fox.
Do you usually disguise yourself to look like a human?
I've got a bit of a knack for it. Kind of helps with, physical descriptions and wanted posters.
You're a kitsune.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
You just have some... You're not trained in magic, but you just have some natural ability to disguise things like yourself in this wall.
Something like
That's fascinating. Well, thank you for indulging me. But Elora, what are we going to do with them? They got out of there with the item that they sought, didn't they?
well, they poke through the entirety of the pockets, and there's almost nothing in the room, there's basically nothing in that small room aside from soundproofing. So as far as the two mages can tell there's nothing in their pockets that's from Alora's home.
When Marina was chasing them and, well, in the room with them, did she see anything in their hands or anything? Anything that they discarded during the fights?
You didn't see anything offhand. It's also one of the few times that they had outpaced you a little. They might have like pitched it into another location, but if they got out with anything, it's not on them. Fairly confident with that.
Wait, I have a question. Pip's cousin,
Yes.
they didn't have the mark, so, like, you only found them because you found me, right? So I helped, right?
It would seem so. There are certain other ways I could have found him, but that was definitely the most direct method.
So I wasn't shared for nothing.
Let me go double check what discipline a certain spell is.
Can I just admit something that has nothing to do with the game, but I feel like an idiot?
Go for it.
I went to order food because I've got this stream and I've got another stream right after it. So I really can't run out to get food, so I ordered it. And I just noticed on the map that the place I ordered it from is right down the street from me.
Oh.
So I'm paying this delivery fee for them to go like 2 blocks. Whoops.
Look, sometimes you just need it.
And now you know.
Oh, what do we got?
So what did I miss?
Me being an idiot.
No, I heard that part.
Oh, well, I'm hoping you missed that part.
Nah. It's
Um,
okay. Let me share with you my cat being an idiot. He decided that, so the previous tenants had a hook in the ceiling,
Mhm.
presumably, you know, for, I don't know, it was over the bed, so maybe they had like a canopy over it.
Mhm.
And he decided that looked like a really fun plaything. And he broke the lid of his litter box trying to get to it. And even then, okay, so I get up on a thing, I unscrew it, I show it to him. He's like, "Oh, okay, this is not super exciting." Then he looks and he just starts going for the hole that the hook was in. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh my lord." I lifted him up so that he could try and attack it. He attacked it a little bit. I think he ate some plaster. He's a fucking idiot. And is still sitting there yowling, trying to get to it. I'm like, "You are the dumbest cat."
Yep.
Thinking
Yep.
maybe I should let him out.
So what you actually missed was we learned about the fox person. They're a specialist in illusions, but they've never been trained formally in magic, so it's something that comes with their race. So I called them a kitsune.
Nice.
I mean, for players' knowledge, that is what they're actually called.
I win.
Huh.
He responded weirdly to us, so I assumed it wasn't what they were called.
No, it's just responding in what seems to be a lie in the negative, hoping to get you to think that it was a lie when he was telling the truth. Or basically just some sort of double or triple bluff. I don't even remember how many layers there were at this point.
I'm
but
too dumb for his tricks to work on me.
Okay, so doesn't appear. Oh wait.
It's never the cat's turn.
Good. Sorry, I'm trying to check. Thing. I should probably have just Googled it.
Black cat.
Okay, here's what search.
Black cat with orange cat energy. That's what Rumble is.
He's a tabby. With orange tabby energy, yeah.
Okay. Fine. Once for Alara's going to talk to Aaron. Once we're done here, remind me, and I'll see if we can't get that mark removed for you. No need to set off more false alarms.
Thanks. Yeah, that helps. It did burn.
Well, it's not exactly meant to be pleasant.
I noticed.
No dying.
I don't know about a lot of you, but I know my guards will have some questions for them. And should be able to inform me if something is actually missing. Are there any last questions you have before I take them back?
They are, we know they're pricks, right?
Yes.
Yep.
They said as much.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was just double checking. I was gonna say... Yeah. Are either of you two boys? They are both boys, right?
As far as you can tell.
Okay. Are either of you two boys aware of or involved in any of the more recent dealings of the pricks with this new group that moved in? They seem like they might be some religious order or fanatical occult kooks, perhaps. Robe-wearing types.
If we have, we wouldn't know. While we're not perfect, obviously, we're not unskilled. Most of our work comes, well, more or less gets handed down to us through the previously mentioned cut.
I see. So you
We
mean
don't
to say
need
that
them,
you
they
don't
don't
know
need us.
who did it, but you also aren't aware. I just meant, like, even unrelated to this specific job. Have they been hanging around? Have you seen any of these types interacting with your commanders or however you're organized? Like, I figure you'd know because it would make you feel less safe even being with the pricks.
I mean, I've heard a thing or two. Some people seem to have taken an interest in it. I've heard there's been a few jobs for them, which seems like a bit of a weird fit, or at very least risky, depending on what their actual intentions might be.
But the money spends well, I take it.
I don't know if we personally have any affairs, but the guild certainly does.
The guild. Is the guild how they refer to the pricks, or is that a new term he's using?
Guild, I mean, you can't be sure. I can't be certain, but it's highly likely that they're just using the words guild and gang kind of interchangeably.
Okay. Just didn't know if this was suddenly new important information that I should dig deeper into?
You know, it's a good question.
All right. Well, if the guards here let you go, and you go back to the pricks and you're not feeling good there because of whatever's going on with these hooded fellows, I know some places that you could be safe until it blows over, and if you've got information that could help us blow it over faster, we'd love to hear about it. I'm that one kobold priest of Kazo. I'm easy to find.
Kazo.
Kazo.
Seems to nod knowingly at that.
I blink one eye at a time. I'm definitely not winking. It's just what lizards do.
Well,
No. I think we're
can't
both about to
expect
conclude.
will be by anytime soon. Not exactly, religious type.
Wait, what?
Kazo accepts all. We're all family in the city, really. Sometimes.
I think we're getting taken away or something.
Yeah, you are. Bye.
What's next?
Have fun, boys.
If there's, I know a lot of you have taken some interest in this, so I'm still not entirely sure why. But if there are no further questions you have for them, we'll be going now. Oh, and before I forget, I'm going to snap her fingers and touch small UI.
Money.
And the daylight flare is going to just wink out.
I forgot it was nighttime.
Let there be night.
Yes, indeed.
I
Yes.
don't have what I need on hand to,
Thomas
or
arrives.
return to Imaria. I don't have what I need on hand to deal with that. But if you... She's actually gonna kind of look back and forth, and hold out something to Pip. Pip, if you'll take this to the Temple of Nethys, I'm sure they can see she's set right.
Okie dokie.
Just start every loop with the word thief on your hand. Just never get it fixed. Just wave to people with that hand so they see the bright red.
Well, over time, like, upon the reset, it did kind of fade to darker and harder to notice, but still, it will still be there until somebody does something about it.
We should get it layered up.
Yeah.
See if you can get it written on every appendage.
Oh, she can
Anyway.
try.
Oh my lord.
See if it comes in different colors.
And at that, the three of them will disappear. 'Cause
Disappear
walking
or
for
walk
chumps.
away?
Disappear.
Oh my.
Goodness
Actually, make
gracious.
use you need.
Poof. Shoopus my whoopus.
Okay, this actually worked out. It did kind of make me panic. I was kind of trapped in there.
Yeah, that
The
was
button didn't work.
terrifying. That was
There
highly
was a
unsettling.
button, but it didn't work.
Hugs.
I'm gonna peek inside the room. Oh wait.
When you, assuming you use some sort of light, when you look inside the room, more closely, you're going to see two buttons, one on each wall.
Nice.
An in button and an out button.
Maybe. I was not told that she looked for buttons. She was told, did they push a button when I came in here?
That is fair.
Push the same button and it didn't do anything. That makes sense.
I'm going to point out the sequence of buttons that I pressed, assuming I remember it. Hopefully I remember it well enough.
It's been only a few minutes. You'll remember.
I shouldn't have been mashing at random.
I'm going to point them out to the rest of them and go, I want to play with the buttons. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to press one of the buttons.
I feel like Sagard is probably just like draped over top Amarina's head, just like hugging her face.
The buttons are in each of the back corners. There's one here and one on the other one.
I'm going to press this button because that's where Amarina was.
Nothing.
So tiny.
Click, click, click.
Nothing. Huh. I'll press the other button.
A wall is going to shoot up with alarming speed from the floor.
Where the wall was, I assuming? Not an
Yes.
extra wall somewhere? Okay.
Nearly taking part of Scrapsy with it.
The walls close in and smash you on all of a sudden. Roll for dead.
Okay. Huh.
Look, I'm not that
Interesting.
big.
I'm going to push the button that Amarina was pushing.
Well, actually, wait. No, it would be the other way around. I got myself confused. So the first button would have closed it. The
Yeah,
second
yeah.
button.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
My apologies.
So I press this and it closed. I press over here and it opens again.
Correct.
Cool.
Look, we're really good at finding the self-destruct sequence of
Neat.
every place we go.
Cool.
I
There was
pushed one
another button,
didn't I?
Amarina. What?
I just pushed the one they pushed.
Well, that's alright. Now you know for next time if it happens again. And hopefully it won't.
Yeah, I was wondering why it didn't work.
Wouldn't it be funny if we eventually get ourselves in a situation where we need this, and now we know how to use it?
Yeah, it's on. Well, this assumes that. Well, okay, no. I guess they will have set it up regardless.
Is there a way out the back, or is it just a place to wait out the heat?
It seems
Yeah.
like just a place to wait out the heat.
If there is a way out the back, it's going to require more secretive buttons.
And a spoon. Slide down
But-
off of Amarina.
It seems more likely that it might be just a place to wait out.
Roll me some engineering, see if there's any more mechanism to be found in here or any signs of such. It may just be
You
a place to
know-
wait out the heat.
Laura said we could talk shop later. We did not talk shop later.
You never talk.
Later, I mean,
Later,
not
later.
today.
I know.
That's a 15 on engineering.
Engineering.
As
Engineering.
far as you can tell from how the sound panels are set up, unless they need to break them whenever they try to leave, there's not really a way for there to be something that can move or slide.
Yeah, probably just a place to wait out the heat.
So, either the escape is one-time use, or there's a magical exit that can be used later, but that would seem to go against their story.
Good job catching them, Amarina. Sorry you got caught in a trap like that. We got you out, though.
Yeah, it was fine. I hit them more than they hit me.
That is always the goal in these types of situations, isn't it? Pip,
And encouraging if it happens again.
I'm
Pip.
lucky I was using my player dice, not my GM dice.
Thank you so much for figuring out the code to get her out of there.
It was luck.
Skills.
A little
I
of
mean,
both.
it wasn't all luck. It was an educated guess. Though,
Probably
still
could
a
have
guess.
figured it out eventually, but, you know. It's
Kazo
good to have found it
blessed
out
this
before
family and
Alora showed up.
helped you find the path to keeping us together.
Mhm. And we'll get rid of that mark, and so we won't have to worry about Alora just suddenly dropping on top of us.
And calling us thieves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
I-
plan.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that at least you know the place isn't going to be used. If you just move like a bed in here, you have a great place to stash a certain danger-prone individual.
I mean, only after this event has taken place.
True.
That would be interesting,
across
though,
the
if they're
wall?
sitting in here. If they come running here and Hubert's here just like, hi there!
Are you kidding me? If you leave them there long enough, his bad luck might break the mechanism. They'll not get in.
Oh god. And then we would need pass wall or some shit to get in and out.
Or pickaxe. Favorite from the mining team.
Okay. Just because I'm curious, I'm gonna ignore the magic I know of on me, Scrapsy, and wow, Saggart,
Me!
and send a ping of detect magic. Just to make sure that I
don't-
can now detect magic on Amarina.
You can detect magic on Amarina.
How long does Detect Magic stay active in this version?
Not 100% positive. It might just be a ping. Yeah, I
It's a
think just
cantrip
ping.
now, so it very likely is just a instantaneous. Here's magic.
It might be valuable to be pinging along the path they ran, since we didn't find what they took.
No guarantee that they took anything, but I will ping.
We could check. I don't know.
I mean,
I
they
didn't see
left
it
pretty
before
quickly and
anything.
confidently without the alarm being actually triggered, didn't they? The alarm didn't trigger till they escaped?
It triggered shortly before they escaped. The alarm definitely went up before they left the building.
I guess it's possible that they actually didn't succeed in getting what they came for. I figured they did. But all the more reason to ping the path they took. Just in case they dropped it. They didn't seem terribly concerned about being taken in, did they?
It's true.
I mean, seem more resigned. I perhaps didn't portray it well. Well, portray it. Because, I mean,
yeah.
when that's what's taking you back, this kind of, well, I guess this is happening now feeling kind of just settles over.
My options are go with them or eat a fireball.
Yeah.
Or worse.
Or worse. I'm not sure if my cousin ascribes to the theory of there are things worse than death, but there are definitely things worse than death.
Undeath being one of them.
Death being one of them.
Unbirth
Although
being
death
another
being equal
one.
to death. What?
I said unbirth being another one.
That.
She likely doesn't ascribe to dishing out things worse than death. However, when you're that powerful with that good of a reputation, you don't bend to laws. Laws bend to you.
Hmm. I'm a little upset that my cousin has come into such power.
Like, the sheer protection of a near permanent residence in this city, offers, is a substantial bargaining chip with would-be power. Like, high-level mages are D&D or Pathfinder world's equivalent of nuclear weapons. You want to have the biggest stick.
Or two. So... Are we subscribing to the belief that power corrupts or power reveals?
What?
Probably depends on the circumstances of the power.
Right, but are we concerned that your cousin is going to be made worse by having all this power, or that it's revealing how that they were already?
I will say they're not known for having done bad things. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean much. But on a more global, harder to fix scale, back to the nuclear weapons comparison, very much seems to have a very defensive policy. Has no intentions of causing trouble.
Yeah, it's true that they don't seem to have much in the way of, well, as far as we've seen so far, the prevention seems toned down compared to the get them caught.
She did tell you as much.
Yeah. So, one would think if she was inclined toward cruelty, they would be either not making it out in one piece, or having horrible things happen to them after making it out. And I feel like even knowing power and there's not much else to do about it, I feel like if she was known for being terrible, they would have been struggling a lot harder to get the fuck away.
I return us to that resigned thing versus being okay to be taken.
Yeah, well.
I just wanted to make sure that I was understanding the gravitas of the emotion attached to the cousin here.
She was always good to me. We
worried
only
that
really
she's
drifted apart when she started coming into her own. And she started getting a little bit... just seeming like I was holding her back. And maybe there was a little, I don't know. The rest of the family is not kind.
Well, I'm glad that we don't have to deal with them. In
Yeah, they were
Kazo's
really
eyes, families should support one another. Make each other better.
Well, that's what chosen families are for.
Precisely. It
And,
is. There is
Finn
no
smiles.
end of grief that my goddess feels when a family, birth family or otherwise, is damaged like that. Chug, 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 chug.
Chug, chug, chug.
Sorry, I think it's picked up in the mic. Trying to wash down some of those coughs.
Cough, cough, cough.
Yeah, that is the upside of push to talk, but yes, it does get annoying to have to try and remember to touch the push to talk.
Well, I remember because I've gotten used to it being a player in other games, but there are just too many buttons I need to press at once. If I still had my old mouse where I could have it bound to my mouse, it would be fine, but I don't.
Gotcha.
It also doesn't help that I'm not sure if it's a mouse from a computer, but it would only ever accept 2 inputs at a time. Or possibly 3? Regardless, I knew if I started pushing too many buttons on my mouse, the last one would just not happen. So if I was trying to, say, aim, shoot, and speak in a game, one of those buttons wasn't going to work. Depending on
Yeah.
the order they were pressed in.
Well, at any rate,
How many rates do we
We were
have to
talking
choose
about-
from?
power.
So,
And-
sorry.
No, it was just fine. I was just saying, like, anyway, we were talking about power and whatnot. And anyway, all that to say, I think if she proves to be a poor ally in one way or another, I don't think it will have been the power that corrupted her necessarily. But I don't know. But we've got other things to think about, so what is our next step?
I believe he says something about pinging magic along the route.
Oh, right. I don't know. I guess I kind of thought that we were having this conversation as we were doing it, or back
Yeah,
at the
I
end or
can't
something.
resolve that while
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
conversation is happening. So just
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to
yeah.
make sure that hasn't been forgotten.
Oh, it definitely had been by me anyway.
So, as you ping detect magic along the route, everything seems like nothing new comes up until you get within range of their cousin's abode, in which case we'll start, going off.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
there's some relatively safe assumptions that can be made.
They probably didn't make it out with anything. So either they were telling the truth about not stealing anything, or they had to make a quick escape before they were able to. Yeah. And also that apparently no one around this area, other than my cousin, owns anything magical. Or that they have a second safe area where they can chuck shit and hit a button from outside.
Could be, but
Since it's also been a couple weeks, there is one other thing I will remind the players of that's not yet to be addressed. You were not able to detect Emarina when she was in the room.
Yes. Oh. So in other words, there might be other wards. So, okay, yep. Thank you, Tristan. So I guess I'll go back
I mean-
into the room and cast Detect Magic.
I mean, you did that earlier, and you didn't catch anything, and you
I don't
weren't
think I
able to check.
Detect Magic in here.
Well, I will just reiterate the results. But, there doesn't seem to be anything magical in there. But, aside from the open doorway, your senses stop at the wall.
Huh. So it is magically sealed in some way when the room is closed. I'm having trouble making any additional deductions about this.
You
All
finding
right.
anything?
If you want
Because-
to just roll me an intelligence check, I could make
They-
some
they
for
did.
you.
They said something also about making a panic room, safe room, whatever, without magic.
I did. So if you want to roll me some intelligence, or I suppose Arcana would actually make the most sense.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think we're gonna hero point for that. That's better. 19.
19. So, two possibilities exist. One, they were full of shit, this place is magic. Two, there is something, some sort of material that, while not technically magic itself, has some sort of, is like more or less so not magic that magic does not go through it. Basically, as far as from magical as can get. Like, the most mundane of possible options.
Wait, what?
Two possibilities exist. There's a special material that's blocking
Blocking
the...
magic, but not actually magic itself.
Yes.
Or they were full of shit.
Yes.
Okay.
And you have heard of material like that, though only rumors.
Interesting.
If they have gotten it in large enough quantities for a room that, in hindsight, is probably a little oversized, but whereas a room this large, it can't have been easy, and certainly not cheap. So whoever paid for this must have done some significant bankrolling.
Well, they did say that it was very expensive. Sorry, I'm glancing through spells to see if there's something that I would.
I'll do you a favor in that. You're probably not going to find anything, because this is something I've advocated.
Oh.
But feel free to look in case there's something a spell I don't know about. And act weirdly. Who
Well, I
knows?
mean, I was just thinking of potentially casting Read Aura on the wall to see if I can identify magic on it, basically.
You are welcome to try whatever you like. If you get anything, you can be fairly confident that they're full of it. But the more you try with getting, but still receiving nothing, the more likely that their statements are true. So we'd rather defeat the point if you can detect thing. Because they're not trying to hide from you, they're trying to hide from her. The amount of cautions that takes are substantially different.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you looking for anything specifically? Like, you've just been kind of staring around.
Sorry, hang on, I'm trying to fucking close the thing. Oh, I'm just curious about how this room works. Because I can't detect magic outside of it, aside from through this door. Or rather,
So he just, like, stops?
it just stops. This room is somehow cutting off magic. It's just very interesting.
What if you, like, stand by it in the opening or something?
Well, the
Try.
opening is still... Having the opening open is letting me detect out through it. And I am absolutely pacing back and forth in this opening as I'm talking, by the way. But it's just like... I can't sense anything beyond these walls. It's just interesting. Potentially very, very expensive, which further begs the question, what are they trying to get from her? But that might be a question saved for later.
Are any of the, like, stones here, like, loose? Can any of them be removed?
Not as far as you can tell. The display for this room is a little off. It's just the tiles I have in hand. So, let me prep it a bit. So behind basically the soundproof paneling, you'll see stone, but it seems entirely smooth. Like, they are not bricks. Like, these are solid slabs. So, I mean, there's lines in them at some points, but they are not small bricks. These are large chunks.
Just gonna, like, Besky pull out her regular knife and just, like, try to scrape the wall.
Are you trying to, like, cut it or poke it? Just so I know what you're doing here.
Like, scraping, like, get some stone off of it, like...
Ah, okay. You try to scrape out of it, and there doesn't seem to be anything coming off. Like, there's not so much as, like, dust on the blade.
Maybe you want to look at this? I can't scrape it. It's kind of just, like... Look. Nothing comes off. If it was just, like, regular rock, then you could just, like, scrape it and there would be, like, some dust, but...
Yeah, dust, scratches on the material.
But there is none, and, like, these walls are just so, like, big. They're, like, large chunks, not, like, you know, you built the wall. They're more like, they're just been, like, placed or something. Is it, like, a magic thing?
It could be that that substance that blocks magic. I don't know a whole lot about it. We should... It's something to potentially research.
Maybe
I
you
wonder
could
if
ask
it could be
Preston?
connected to that, that operation they've got going outside the city.
Alright, we should check that one out eventually.
Yeah.
If she can't scratch it, that means it's harder than steel.
Mhm.
The wall.
And there are certainly things harder than steel, but that aren't necessarily magic proof.
You don't tend to make walls out of them.
Indeed.
Plus, how many things are there? Adamantine?
Do we know if adamantine is like, I know you said that, rumors of substance is like adamantine a rumored substance, or is it completely different?
I pull the piece of adamantine out of my inventory.
Yeah, try to describe it. You can use that
There-
one?
Well, adamantine is known, and while you've not seen any examples yourself, there are certainly plenty of stories of heroes in legends past wielding magical equipment made out of adamantine. So, if it is being previously mentioned wholly on magical substance, it doesn't seem likely, as that would likely block any sort of enchantments or other applications of magic.
You wanted the piece of adamantine, Amaranta?
Try to like scrape the wall or something.
Yeah.
It's like
You're,
really hard.
you're stronger than me. I
Yeah,
hand you the adamantine.
She's gonna use a lot of force and just like try to scrape on the wall.
Alright. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, I had to settle the dog so it wouldn't bark over the audio.
Nope.
So, as you scrape at it, not much comes away, but you are making some progress at kind of looking at it. If this was refined to a blade or a pick, it would certainly go better, as opposed to this kind of just hunk of ore.
Is anything coming off like dust?
Yeah, there'll be a little bit of dust, but not much beyond. You're making progress, but shockingly not much, considering the material there.
So it's less hard than adamantine, but harder than steel.
And not significantly harder than adamantine. Wait, can you test the adamantine on the rock out here just as a comparison?
Sure.
I mean, yeah,
There, I guess I
I
should.
can. Should just find like a wall, regular one, and try to scrape it.
Okay, so since this isn't like a blade or a pick, you have basically just brought the world's most aggressive sandpaper and started
Yeah.
applying it to this wall.
Pretty much.
So, like, there will be now significant portions of dust and scrapes in the wall as you're just kind of dragging this thing back and forth across it.
Yeah, that's much easier. So that stuff like on that wall, that's really tough.
Yeah, it's really tough. It could be something a little weaker than adamantine, or something alloyed with the adamantine that's slightly weaker.
She basically has some of it, with the dust in her hands, and she's gonna like put it in her pockets. I mean, we could like maybe your cousin can like check it tomorrow. Like, can just bring like the sample.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
What if we...
Or someone at the Temple of Nethys, maybe.
Yeah,
we
but
want
like
to
she's
not directly
really
involve her.
magical and stuff, so
Or the miners.
she has
Well.
suspicious pocket dust.
Suspicious pocket dust.
The world's most aggressive pocket sand attack.
I have a
Blinded for a
vial.
week.
Do you think an alchemist toolkit, it would be reasonable to think that there would be a small vial in there in which we could store said dust?
Oh yeah, almost certain.
Okay, excellent. Then I'm going to procure a small vial for storing dust.
Okay.
Powdering adamantine and using it for water jet cutting. You could have a grit supply you never have to replace.
You can have your piece back.
Thank you. I'm gonna reach up and take the piece, and as he pulls it back toward his face, it's gonna disappear. We've learned interesting things tonight.
Yeah, we have. Do we go to sleep now? It's kind of late.
Well, I suppose.
I don't think there's anything else we really particularly needed to do.
All right.
All right. So you go to bed for the evening then?
Evening bed.
Alrighty. Then we're gonna move on to the next morning. The morning of day 3, I believe.
Yeah,
Wednesday?
sure,
I believe so.
Okay, trying to make sure I have my days straight. A very important thing for this game. So, morning of Wednesday, you'll wake up having taken a long rest. I know you don't heal to full by default, but Sakura certainly had plenty of healing spells left, so I'm going to assume those were used as needed.
Yeah. I didn't use a lot of healing today at all. Or yesterday, I guess.
And there's also the medicine kits. Some of you are proficient. So, make sure everyone has full health resources. What is the first goal of the day?
Well, we were going to head off to the place outside the city at some point, right? How long is that going to take us to get to?
3 days.
3 days.
3
So
days at
we
a
should head out.
sustainable walk. If you tried to push it, you can maybe do it in 2, but you'd be arriving quite exhausted.
Yeah.
What if we buy a horse?
Do we have money
If
for a
each
horse?
of you had a horse, you'd likely cut the time in half. So, make it a day and a half.
What if we steal a horse?
I don't know that we have the right skills for stealing a horse all willy-nilly.
Besides, you don't need a horse. You need, like, 1 horse and 2 mastiff.
I feel like we might be small enough that 1 horse could handle all of us.
Hmm.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you
Maybe.
meant
but definitely 2 would work.
We might need to make saddlebags for us. Or get a small horse for me to ride and fit out a saddle for the two of you,
So,
and then Amarina a second horse.
what I'm hearing is you're getting the equivalent of the sidecar treatment.
Uh-huh.
The side saddle treatment. Of course, that's a
This is what,
oh, well.
what the kobold means when he says he rides side saddle.
So, is there anything in the city we feel a need to do, or shall we just move along?
You do still need to visit the Temple of Nephis if you want that mark.
Oh, right, we should do that.
Yeah, unless we think it's useful in the future. I mean, it's easy to get it again.
I'm not sure what use we would have for it.
Yeah, it's pretty specific.
I like books.
What?
I said I like books.
You like books?
Yeah.
It is. If you are, a lot of you are able to get something like a carriage, or like some other type of transport where you're not having to actively control it. You probably could do some of your studying on the way, and do it to travel in less time.
Maybe someone's heading out of town in that direction, and we can just hitch a ride. Everyone got very quiet.
It did. I'm not sure why.
I'm just getting distracted.
I was trying to figure out the Temple of Nethys thing, and then
Yes.
getting a ride out
Temple
to
of
the place.
Nethys, and then getting us over there so that you can still study. I mean, we could still study, like, at night
Yeah, we can still study it.
True.
as we go.
No problem with that.
Yeah, the week is gonna reset anyways, so might as well just. You guys can read before.
Then again, I don't know. Do we really want to spend the rest of our week going out of the city rather than trying to find out what else is going on in the city? Well, no, we probably do. I mean, it's not like we can deal with our, what?
The reason we consider it is that whatever is going on out there might give us insight into what's going on here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and so the only thing that I had been thinking is just that, well, you know, we didn't make it past day 4, so there's still a couple days that we don't know anything about what's going on in the city.
That's true.
But we also don't really have a great way of dealing with what's going on day 4. We're not quite ready for that.
Oh, we could deal with it by not dealing with it.
Well, yes. But at any rate, yes, let's stick to the plan.
Okay.
I say as if I wasn't the one about to argue against sticking with the plan.
So step 1, Temple of Nethys, correct?
Step 1, Temple of Nethys.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do there besides the making use of the note?
Do we have any books that we can return already as, like, show of good faith? Not that it really is gonna matter, but...
Not currently. Like, while these are more introductory volumes, they're not particularly thin. So I imagine it's going to take you more than like a half-day reading session to get through one.
Yeah, fair enough. Okie dokies, and let's get that mark removed.
All right.
Oh wait, there was
Oh.
also the adamantine dust, or the not adamantine dust. Learning more info about substances that block magic.
Okay.
Substance.
See if we can take out more books, or if anyone
So-
has ever heard of it.
They're interested in getting to the part, or at least getting on the road to the part that I had more prepared for. Here's the short version of this particular encounter. You'll be able to make use of the token, as it is something that explains where Emaria's particular affliction comes from, and that, 1, the temple owes her a favor, and 2, it's perfectly okay to remove it. And 3, what's required to remove it in case they don't. Assuming you've read the note, that would be a 4th level cleanse affliction spell, because what's afflicting her is, technically speaking, a curse.
Neat. That's something that I was considering taking at some point. For no reason.
Cleanse affliction or curse?
Cleanse affliction. Cleanse affliction.
Kensifiction?
Kinsifiction. But level 4. So that's gonna be a while. But once we hit level 4, we know that we can start dealing with things that my cousin's able to do.
Cleanse affliction, level 4. That's 7th level for a primary caster.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, you will be able to get books on special materials. Like, there'll be a few volumes. You'll be able to pick those up. And those will actually really give you some more immediate information on. As far as the dust goes, no one knows what it is offhand, which will excite every single alchemist in that room. So you kind of have your pick of the lot to figure out what it is.
Give it to the one who seems the most fun.
I'm gonna hang on to it for myself for right now.
That's gonna upset them.
It'll be back eventually.
Why don't you just give them half?
I don't think we
Interesting.
had that much.
What's the name of the alchemist?
No.
Don't want me to borrow that one?
You're not gonna put him in here, are you? That's gonna go so poorly for everyone involved.
Oh my.
I mean, if you want him, his name is Vicandrius.
I'll keep that one in my hat for later. But he's certainly
I
the
also
type to
don't-
show up for a place like this.
I also don't know
Like
that
the one
I'm...
being told off last.
What?
When we came here last time,
Um,
something exploded and they got in trouble for it.
Ah.
And proceeded to keep trying to do things or continually getting in trouble for it while the priest was trying to deal with you.
Of course. I was just gonna say though, I also don't know that I am particularly inclined to even talk to them about it yet. I kind of want to, I think, get a little more info on my own first, or see if I can get a little more info on my own. So like trying to get info about it without revealing that we have a sample, I think is actually my goal at this point in time.
Okay. So then, you wouldn't have had any offers then if
Yeah.
you kept it yourself, but you'll be able to find books on magical and magical adjacent materials, which you can certainly do some studying on.
Yes.
Are there any other preparations you made, or do you make your way onto the road?
I guess probably just on the road, yeah?
Yeah,
On the
probably.
road again.
All right.
Scraps, you need anything?
Well,
Oh, unless we want to get supplies. We probably need supplies.
Sorry, what was that, Thomas?
He's A-okay.
You say okay, you don't need a new dagger or nothing like that?
I don't think so.
You want a dagger that folds out into a walking stick or something?
You know what, actually? I kind of want to get maybe a couple scrolls.
Squirrels?
Scrolls! Like maybe some invisibility. Let's see. What was in that one place that we
Chitter,
went to?
that's nuts.
Goodness. That's not super interesting. But let's see. How do scrolls work in Pathfinder?
they are one-time use spells.
But like, how does like requirements for casting them and all that go?
You're on your lists. I think.
I do not want to ask an AI assistant. Go away. Alright, so they have to be on my list. Since I'm able to cast... No, never mind. I'm just going to keep it simple. At any rate, I'm considering getting a couple things like invisibility, maybe pick up that sleep scroll that they had at that one place. Just anything that might let us be around safely. Snoop around safely. I guess we could pretend to be, you know, helpables. Helpers. And that might just get us a fair amount of in.
Helpables are like Lunchables.
That would explain it was why it used. That's the wrong book. There's the right book. Okay, so the spell has to be on your spell list. It uses your spell attack modifier and spell DC. And if the spell appears on multiple lists, it gains the trait with the trait associated with your tradition. Arcane, Divine, Occult, or Primal. Any physical costs needed for the spell are provided by the scroll when it's made. And I think that's it. Prices for scrolls. People, due to the game's level and item systems, people who make scrolls are not going to trust you with access to spells above a certain rank, but you currently will have access to on first or second level spell scrolls. First level spell scrolls cost 4 gold pieces, second level cost 12.
Okay.
But with a magical city as it is, I will say you can find anything, basically at least one copy of any non-rare or unique spell available you have access to. If you need uncommon spells, if you need more than one uncommon spell, you might have trouble. If you need normal spells in bulk, you might also have trouble.
Okay. I mean, I'm just thinking, maybe invisibility and... Hang on, I need to see how sleep works in this. So I know that I remember having seen a sleep spell. I can go to that same vendor. I don't know about invisibility, where I would find that. Well, I mean, Nethys might have some scrolls, yeah?
Oh, almost certain.
Yeah.
That's probably what keeps the church's coffers full.
Hmm.
To help fuel the more experimental things.
Okay. I don't know how useful sleep is actually gonna be for us. Nah, I just think I'll get a single invisibility spell and we'll go from there.
Alright. I assume you have the money for that?
I do.
Alright.
12 gold, right?
Correct. Does anyone else have any other preparations they need to make?
Nope.
Not today.
Do you need any food or travel supplies?
Yes. You get at least 6 days.
I have 2 weeks of rations and a pup tent.
Why did you carry that?
I'm not sure, but it's light bulk, so I can.
Okay, I guess you can. So how fits in your backpack?
I would suspect maybe it's like kind of attached to my backpack in the same way that like a bedroll would be.
I mean, it can be if you want, but like packs are meant to carry, I think, like 6 bulk worth of items. So
Yeah.
technically speaking, it can fit 60 pup tents.
Wild. Yep.
Alright,
I like feel a sudden need to confirm tent pup light. Requires 2 hands. But I mean,
I just keep
I think
hearing
that's for
pup
usage.
tent instead of pop tent.
no, it says pup tent.
Youpie.
P-U-P. Fit for a little puppy, which I guess is me.
harsh, harsh.
We're not casting fireball.
I'm not sure anyone even knows Fireball yet. Probably too low.
I will soon. Well, not soon, but whenever
Fifth
I
level.
can.
Level to 5.
Okay. I'm trying to find where it lists there it is, rations. Okay. So there's 4 of you that eat. So you need 4 of those. Well, but Pip's points because you only need 3. So you need 1.2 gold pieces, or 12 silver pieces for a week's worth of rations for each of you.
I could share my rations with someone. Oh,
So-
actually, I imagine I probably used like a week's rations getting here.
I do have a question for the food enthused kobold. Do you want to try to experiment with keeping more short-lived items in your storage?
I mean, are you saying that they're coming up on their expiration date and I should be testing to see if they're poisoned now?
I'm asking if you want to try and carry things in there that are fresh. 'Cause I don't know what all you have. Do you have your own rations already?
I have rations because I started with rations. It's just, it'd be nice to have, at least for the first day, something fresher.
Then if you want to throw out a few gold, you can certainly experiment with keeping some nice food in there. See what happens.
Oh, I see what you're saying. See if my storage device works like a preservation device. Yeah, I can get some fruit from our favorite fruit vendor.
Works for me.
Did we ever determine how many slots I have?
We went with the bulk system because that's what this game uses. It should be pinned in RDMs. If I forgot to pin it, that was a... Oh,
Yeah,
yep,
you
there
probably
it
did.
is. You can carry up to 50 bulk of item. At the current level, which will increase.
So, tell me how much gold I need to spend to get a couple of handfuls of fruit that'll last, potentially a couple of days, and then I'll dole them out rationally over the next few days, and then see which ones, see if they last longer than that, or if they still age.
I'd say like a gold for every 2 days if you want enough fruit for the group for each of those days.
A gold for 2 days.
Yeah, for everyone in the group to have enough.
So 1 gold for 1 person for 2 days, or 1 gold for everyone for 2 days?
Everyone for 2 days.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah, I guess I'll just throw out 2 gold so that I have food that we definitely will eat, and then the other gold is for food that I'm experimenting.
Indeed. And silver is meant to be the baseline, so when you're buying things like fruit, the cost is negligible unless you're being suckered.
Gotcha.
Might not be negligible to other people, but you do dangerous things, you make dangerous money.
Oh, yes. I recall these songs. I just got sent a
Huh?
couple. I just got sent a couple songs by an audience member. They were reminding me of some D&D related songs they had found.
Gotcha. Alright. I think that covers it for preparations.
10-minute warning.
So, with 10 minutes left, we can probably use that to look around if you can find or negotiate for transport.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I
And
would
then have next session start with physically getting on the road.
check around the whatever gate of the city is most like on the road that we would be taking out there, and then just checking like caravans or wagons or things that are headed that way or loading up in that direction, and then just ask like, hey, you're heading outside the city that way, we want to go with you part of the way, and when we can give you some traveling money to get us there.
Alright. Well, I managed to quickly find the transportation cost page, so I can give you some pretty quick answers on what the book considers here. So, for every 5 miles of transportation, like in this, like the direction you want to go isn't exactly like out of the way, so like there'll be a fair bit of travel going that way, but it is somewhat more inland, so your only options are going to be overland routes. So there's, if you're going to just pay for transport, you're supposed to like buy a animal. Your options are, per person, mind you, 3 copper pieces per 5 miles if you're taking a caravan, which won't do much to speed you up, but would let you
Rest.
more or less read and arrive rested while you're traveling.
Mhm.
And then there's the option of the carriage, which costs 2 silver pieces per person per mile or per 5 miles, which would get you there in, I'd say, about a day and a half, as opposed to 3 days, while
Right.
also getting you there in comfort with the ability to spend your free time in non-moving activities.
Right, because those are literally taxi. That one's literally a taxi. They're only going there because
Basically.
we asked them to.
Yeah.
Suppose we'd be potentially looking at the caravan, like, conceptually, but it's not the speed we were looking for.
So, let me see if I can figure out what this normal walking travel distance is per day, so I can try and price out
Yes.
stuff here. FA2E
Stand up for a moment.
travel. Travel speed for this. How about that? Google for the win. Okay, so I think the slowest movement speed of the group is 25 feet.
Sounds right.
Or is it 20 feet?
I think all of us small people have 25.
Okay. So, assuming 25 feet, you can go 20 miles per day, which put it at 60 miles away. So 60 times 4 people. Go back to that table. So, 60 miles, you pay for... I need a calculator, because I don't want to try and do this while fired. 60 miles, divide that by 5, the number of payments, times 4 for the number of people. So it'd be 48 installments of the price, which is, I believe I said, like, 2 silver pieces. So just multiply by 2. It's 96, so it costs you 96 silver pieces. So just shy of 10. If you want to give him a tip, 10 gold, and that'll make it a nice round number.
I'm back.
And that would get you there a day and a half income.
Comfortable day and a half. What's that one cost?
96
Round.
silver.
Or 10 gold.
So round up to 10.
Yeah, and that's one way.
Alright, let's see. I just spent
Probably all we need.
2 gold. Yes. I just spent 2 gold. So let me deduct that. Alright. I have 33 gold. Do other people have good amounts of money?
I now have 9 gold. Probably.
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 I don't know how great I've been doing with my inventory management.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that that is the money I had left over plus whatever we got at the start.
So, by contrast, I will say, to get 2 riding horses, like to buy them flat out, that costs 16 gold. It'd be less comfortable, but you'd own the horses.
how do horses,
For the rest
how
of the week.
would that be handled with our
I don't think the horses go with us.
regeneration strategy?
You would basically need to be in physical contact with them.
What if I
At the
put the
time.
horse in my inventory?
Not possible. It's not an object.
We would have to be in contact with them. Is it reasonable to assume that they would spawn inside the room that we spawn in?
And how would that even work?
That would be
Would there
nothing.
be
So-
more horses then, or would they basically lose the horses that we paid for the previous loop? Therefore, we stole them.
So, in hindsight,
Yeah, this raises all sorts
What-
of interesting
so
questions.
what you could do for the time loop thing is you could rent them for the full 7 days,
Uh-huh.
and basically just keep reusing the same rental slip that's for the same 7 days.
As long as we keep the rental slip, that should work, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
that-
Which would
However,
be funny because they'd be like, we didn't issue you this. Well, it's one of our slips, but when did you get this? It says it was done today.
For the sake of wanting you to keep the things you purchase, I'm going to just say that this will work. However, it will come with the additional. But the price is basically going to have a floor of the purchase price. So that's normally like the deposit that you give. So it's still basically going to cost the same as a purchase, but it's going to be treated as a rental that you could, at some point, into the rental early if you wanted to get back part of the deposit. Which I guess would technically be a way to start working on the whole infinite money thing.
8 GP to buy a horse. Not bad.
It's 8 GP for a riding horse or 30 for a war horse.
True. We wouldn't be able to use the riding horse if combat broke out. They're not trained to deal with that, so they'd probably just freak out, throw you, and run away.
Yeah, especially for the more light riders.
I don't think they'd manage to throw us. I think they'd just run away, and there'd be nothing we could do. We'd have to throw ourselves.
Quite possible. So it could be worth saving for the war horses, but if you only need 2, that would run you 60, and that would basically let you have them in perpetuity. And even if they die, you still have them next time.
That's true. I don't
Which
know. I
is
was really enjoying the
convenience.
idea that we rent them. They reappear in the room with us, and we go out and we rent more. Now we have 4 horses, and we rent more, and we have 6 horses.
I mean, you could probably try and do that.
Imagine we do the
But-
rental slip thing, but then also we just happen to be on the horse when it resets, so we have the rental slip and the horse. And there's another the horse.
Yeah, that would start running you into Paradox territory. You show up with the exact same horse, the exact same brand, the exact same spot. Duplication of objects is especially living things, is the fastest path to causing paradoxes. I'll tell you that right.
Look, Paradox likes us, as far as we know. She's a friend.
Well, Paradox isn't
I
anymore.
So how about you mull over your transportation options over the coming week, as we are basically at time.
Yeah.
I am in desperate need of a restaurant.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Thank you all for being here. We'll find you all next time, and let's do the time loop again. Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Goodbye.